Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Total Biscuit, and I am Lord of the Gimmicks, because God knows I'm not Lord of anything else, am I? Alright. I think going forward in this series, we're going to do one deck per video. It makes the most sense, doesn't it? Instead of sort of jumping around between them. I have one that I'd like to show you that looks pretty dreadful, and I'd like to see if I can get a game with it. So, I thought, is it possible to actually do a 30 epics deck? It's actually not. Shockingly enough, there aren't that many epics in the game. It might surprise you. There are actually more, at least you can get more legendaries into your deck than you can epics. And the main reason for that is that most of the legendaries, in fact the vast majority with the exception of 9 of them, are neutral. So you can put a bunch of stuff in there, but there's actually only 3 class-specific epics. And then, if we have a look at how many epics there are in general, you have, there you go, there's 8, 9, 10, 11. That's it. Only 11. And of course you can have 2 of each. So, let's see what I've come up with. So this is the Maximum Epics deck, Warlock Edition. These are the 3 epics that a Warlock has. The Pit Lord, Banes of Doom, and Twisting Nether. Of which I actually only have 1 Bane of Doom. I think this needs to be resolved, frankly. We can get another epic in there. It's gonna have to happen. I'm tempted to take Jaraxxus out, because that's not an epic. It really isn't. I know it might make the deck good. I don't care. It's not an epic. Bane of Doom. Okay, so, this is how many epics we have. We've got the Hungry Crab, of course, the Captain's Parrot, which, strangely enough, does work, because the Celsi Captain is also an epic. 2 Doomsayers, 2 Alarmabots. This counts, of course, because they could only draw epics or other Alarmabots. Big Game Hunter, Blood Knights, Murloc Warleader. There's actually a lot of 3s on the epics. Big spike around the 3s. Then you got your Pit Lords. You've got 2 Banes of Doom. You've got 2 Faceless Manipulators, 2 Twisting Nethers, which I don't know if that's going to be incredibly useful, but man, I actually have 4 full board clears in this deck. That is silly. And then, of course, 6 Giants in total. Now, why Warlock? I think mostly because of Molten Giants. You're likely to get lower on health than other classes are because of your drawing mechanic, so you're more likely to be able to use the Molten Giants. And also, that makes the Mountain Giants more effective as well, because you're more often than not going to have a larger hand. And really, there's no other card draw outside of the Captain's Parrot, so that can be problematic. Murloc Warleader is not going to be incredible here, I don't think. Got a couple of Hungry Crabs, they could be incredible. Now, Murloc, I don't know, I mean, it's okay, but it's a 3-3 for 3, right? Which is kind of baseline standard, but if you play this when the opponents have any Murlocs on the board at all, you basically just handed them a win, so yeah, I don't know if it's really necessarily the best way of doing it. And if we have a look at the other epics, we'll see the Druid has Force of Nature and then 2 Ancients, yeah? So, very, very late game stuff, pretty powerful. The Hunter, I think the Hunter might very well be the weakest in terms of his epics. Bestial Wrath, I generally don't see that too much, but maybe it's used at the higher level, I don't really know. I have never used Bestial Wrath in any deck. Snake Trap and Gladiator's Longbow, which, you know, Gladiator's Longbow is pretty good for taking out big creatures and not taking any damage, but this is all, it's all kind of weird. And then you got, for the Mage, it's just a nightmare, because you've got 2 secrets, one of which is of questionable value, and then Pyroblast. This, I think, is probably the best bet. Like, the Paladin's epics are really, really solid. You can't really argue with Swords of Justice, and then Avenging Wrath, of course. Lay on Hands is also good. You get amazing card draw here. So, none of these are bad. Yeah, they're all pretty good in their own ways. Then you've got your Priest, who has Shadowform, Mind Games, and Cabal Shadow Priest. Which, again, are not bad, but kind of strange. That's the thing to note about a lot of epics, is they're often very strange cards. They're not necessarily good. They're very odd, and they have very strange effects. Preparation, Patient Assassin and Kidnapper, that's a pretty weak set of epics for the Rogue there. I wouldn't be too happy with that. Not incredible for the Shaman, but not awful either. I mean, the Earth Elemental is obviously really good. The Doomhammer's pretty good. Farsight is not amazing, I would say. And then you got your Warlock, which you've seen earlier, and then the Warrior, which Has some really solid epics, actually. Shield Slam can be very good. Brawl is, of course, absolutely fantastic, as is the Gorehell. So yeah, I'd say, like, out of that, the Paladin's probably the best, followed by the Warrior on that one. I'm going to try the Warlock. So, that will be the subject of today's video, the so-called all-epic deck, which I honestly believe is probably going to be worse than the all-legendaries deck. I have a feeling the legendaries deck has more legs than this one. There's just such a lack of synergy in a lot of it. Like, oh yeah, Hungry Crab, great. I suppose, here's the synergy, right? You drop your War Leader, you trade it for something that does 2 damage, so you take it down to 1, and then you eat it with the crab. You do. Or you attack first, you go into the face, and then you eat it with the crab for 3-4. There's your synergy right there. It's not good. Or, alternatively, you play the War Leader, they play a bunch of Murlocs, then you eat your own War Leader to remove the buff. And genius. Genius! God, I'm next level in every way. Alright, so an Alarma Bot, a Captain's Parrot, and a Faceless Manipulator. I guess we open up with the Parrot. Parrot is 2 mana. Well, this actually could be good, in theory. And we just pulled one of our pirates, so that's not brilliant. I guess we're going to pull the other one. This could be good. If you can Alarma Bot into a Pit Lord, that's kind of great, because you don't eat the initial 5 damage, which is kind of awesome. Alright, so the Parrot's not a bad play here, because it will actually trade out for the 2-1. So we're going to play the Parrot, which will draw us our other South Sea Captain. Cool. So we can start to stack stuff up in the hands here. Now, if I play the Alarma Bot and I'm able to let it live, which, again, I'm not entirely convinced that I'll be able to do that. Oh, looks like I will. I'm going to be able to... That's kind of great. I'm rather surprised that I was able to do that. Cool. So, we're actually in a good spot here to drop the Alarma Bot. We could drop the South Sea Captain, but I'd rather drop the Alarma Bot because it could pull 1 and then I could play the other, which will give us 2 4/4s, which is quite good. So, there we go. We get the trade out of that, which is great. And we go for the possibility of an Alarma Bot. There we go. Excellent. Alright, which leaves us... Oh, he's gonna deadly shot my Alarma Bot. I mean, to be fair, that's not a bad trade. Aha! He does not expect another Alarma Bot. There we go. That's amusing. Okay. Alright then. Let's see if he's got another one of those. He burned both these deadly shots! That could potentially be great, considering I've got a very giant, heavy deck. I'm really surprised that that happened. Okay, Murloc War Leader. Not great. South Sea Captain, slightly better. We could play the Pit Lord, though. And we know he's burned both these deadly shots, and we actually have the health for it, so we're going to drop the Pit Lord right now. It's one of those... Pit Lord is really not very good, right? It is going to drive down my health to allow me to possibly play Molten Giants later, but Pit Lord, not brilliant. You lose so much with the Pit Lord. It can be a real pain. Alright, Blood Knight. That's not going to help me too much. Okay, I think we drop double South Sea Captain here and just go to town on him. We could hold on for the Mountain Giant, but no, I think we're going to drop both the South Sea Captains, which is going to give me 2 4/4s, which is quite good. And... do we go for the face? Yeah, try and force him into a trade, I guess. I mean, I can't hit the Tiger, so... yeah, go for the face. I'm definitely behind, though. And obviously, I'm against a Hunter, so that kind of puts me on a clock here. Which is not brilliant. If he does gain a fairly heavy advantage on the board, I will have my Twisting Nether available, but... oh, no! I hate you for that combo. It's so good. And I'm going to lose so much, and he might just go right for me. And I think I'll be dead if he does that. I might be able to trade some next turn. Let's see, what's he got? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. And 14 if he uses his hero power. Oh, he's coining. Oh. And he's going to kill Command Me, and that's GG! Hunters, ladies and gentlemen. Are they not wonderful? Hunters. Unleash the Hounds. Pretty good. Hang on, did he just miss lethal? Oh, no. He just played the Starving Buzzard, I was going to say. No, he didn't just miss lethal. Well, it's lovely that I can drop a Sea Giant right now, but that's not going to help. I can't wipe the board, so that is... GG, I think. Yeah, I can get rid of a maximum of 3 of his dudes and then just die. So, GG. Oh, Hunters. Not a great start. Okay. You know, it's weird, though, because if even one of those alarm bots had actually triggered, I think I would have been in such a better position. I mean, it's great that he sunk both his deadly shots on that, but since I didn't live long enough to get the sodding giants out anyway, it doesn't really matter. Can I say something, by the way, before we go in? Well, it's not like you can stop me, unless you're a time traveler. So, with these gimmick decks, I really want to commit fully to the gimmick. I want to go 100%, and that does mean sacrificing synergy, it does mean sacrificing playability, it means sacrificing competence, it means sacrificing anything, because let's be honest, if you want to watch a competent play, you don't watch me! There are so many better players you could watch. But you don't find that many players who are willing to do this kind of stuff. So, can we just stop with the whole, oh, I want to change this deck thing? It's getting really, really irritating. Just want to make that clear that I'm slightly miffed by that. And it's just silly, you know? It's like, why would you want to make the series more boring? It's not like I try to win, but I try to win with what I have. I try to win with the decks that I have. And they might be ridiculous and completely and totally unviable, but that's the point. That's the point. Alright, well, this is not a brilliant hand, is it? No. Not at all. So he drops down that. At least he can't attack with it. I'm going to get Frostbolted. That's a weird decision. Alright. I wouldn't necessarily have done that. And probably Captain's Parrot. Yeah. I don't want to really do anything else. I could coin into the 3-3, but I'd rather Captain's Parrot so that next turn I can play like a legit 3-3 and maybe hold on to the Blood Knight and see if there's anything I can use it on. I think whether no, even with the Paladin deck it wouldn't make any sense. I'm trying to think if you can go with the Paladin deck all epics and go for Blood Knight synergy, but there actually isn't much of that even, which is a bit weird. Okay, so I pulled the Pirate. We could probably just coin Pit Lord right now, and then we can maybe Faceless Manipulator, assuming it stays alive 2 turns. Which, I mean, he did burn a Frostbolt, so why not? Again, I have the health for it. Why not? We're definitely going to lose the Parrot. There's no real doubt about that, but does that actually count as a pirate? No. It counts as a beast. Like, it would be much better if that actually counted as a pirate, because it would then be buffed up. But no, it counts as a beast. So the Captain's Parrot may very well be one of the worst cards in the game, and it's hard to say. It's a worse Novice Engineer. Or more specific Novice Engineer, in that it only draws pirates. And it's also epic and very hard to get, because you need all the pirates to get it. Which is a very strange way of doing things. Alright, so he's just drawing cards. Alright, that's fine. Well, I've got 2 Molten Giants in the hand, so that's pretty good. We just don't want to allow it to snowball into a situation where he can just lay it down on me. Alright, well, it's not necessarily safe to play a Llama Bot. But when is it, you know? When is it? Live a little. A Llama Bot is on the field. Let's see if he's got 1 damage. Maybe if he's got another Frostbolt. We'll see. If not, I might get a Molten Giant. Or, I might get a Faceless Manipulator, which would not be very good. And the Blood Knights are probably not going to come into play here. You know, playing against a Mage deck, he could drop a Silver Moon, possibly. He could drop a Sunwalker, in which case it would be useful. But he's not playing a Paladin, and I don't know. We'll see. He hasn't dropped any Argent Squires in the first few turns of the game, so we'll see. Alright, it looks like we're getting away with the Alarm Bot, unless he has Arcane Missiles. Alright, and he used his Fireball to get rid of the Pit Lord, which is, I mean, that's definitely a decent use of the Pit Lord. I'm not going to argue with a decent use of the Fireball. Anyway, who are we getting? Yeah! Alright, well, it's unfortunate it's against a Mage. Ooh, Bane of Doom. Ah, it's only 2 damage, though. I could Bane of Doom the 0-1. Alternatively, I could just Faceless Manipulator this Molten Giant, which I think is a much better idea. Alright. Okay, now you're in trouble, Sonny. Let's see how many Polymorphs you've got. Even then, he's only going to be able to poly 1, and then, I don't know, maybe I'll be able to drop the Molten Giant next turn. It depends if he goes right for my face. I guess we'll find out. Oh, Mirror Image. Alright. A bazillion Taunts is a good way of keeping Molten Giants off you. I'll definitely give him credit for that. I would like to weaken that so I can pop it with the Bane of Doom. I'd rather not use it on a 0-1 token, if possible. Novice Engineer coming out. Alright, so I guess no Polymorphs. That's Pretty bad news, but he does have 3 taunts up. But he's got no damage. Like, there's no damage on the board. I can take a couple of pings. And hell, the more I take, the closer I get to a 3rd Molten Giant. So, I'm not complaining. Tempted to drop a Llama Bot again. But he'll be able to kill it this time. Because he's got the damage for it. Which is a little annoying. I don't think there's anything in the epics that actually has spell power. No, I don't think so. Alright, I guess we just drop another giant then. Yeah, why the hell not? Here, have another giant. Why? I mean, I have 6 giants in this deck, so why on earth not? There we go. And I'm probably going to take more damage, then I can drop a 4th giant. No, this doesn't... No, of course it's terrible. It's like, hang on a minute, this might have some viability. Oh wait, never mind, I'm playing in rank 20. No, it doesn't. But it's going reasonably well. Shockingly enough. The only other thing I could have really done there, which would have been cool, would be to Bane of Doom that 1-1. Ooh, Skill Strike. Still doesn't kill my giants. So, hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed that. Alright. Ooh, damn, I'm 1 mana short for that. I was hoping for Captain's Parrot, double South Sea, and then I'd get Flame Striked again and cry. That is probably going to happen. Like, he's going to drop another Flame Strike, I'm going to lose 3 giants to it, and it is going to be the worst thing of all time. Thinking about Bane of Doom on that 1-1, because considering what he just did, I'm almost certain he has another Flame Strike. So, I think we Bane of Doom the 1-1, we hit him for 16, and then we hope for something that has more than 4 health. It would have to be more than 5 health, actually. So it would need to be... Based on his... Yeah, it would. Okay. Alright, right. I guess... I wish I could just Bane of Doom that. That would be nice. I'm tempted just to punch it. But... I have this feeling. I got this feeling that he has another Flame Strike. Ah, Succubus, not ideal. Alright, I'm almost certain he has another Flame Strike, and we're just about to lose everything as a result, but let's tap. Doomsayer could be useful. Would have been useful several turns ago, in fact. Would have been able to wipe out all those nonsense little token creatures. Alright, let's see if I was right. If he doesn't have another Flame Strike, he's dead. So let's see if he pulls it. He doesn't have another Flame Strike. Right, I think he might be dead, ladies and gentlemen. That is a... Well. That was unexpected. He's almost dead. He's not quite dead, but he's getting there. Unfortunately, so am I. I think we might drop the Doomsayer, actually. I don't know. If he's got a Fireball, I'm actually dead. I can't believe... Could I really lose from this position? I could, yeah, absolutely. I don't believe he pulled that on me. I think we have to just Doomsayer. I'm going to take 5 damage minimum, and that's... If he has a Fireball, I'm actually dead. I can drop a Molten Giant. I have no taunts.
So many possibilities.
No. Alright, we're going to do Captain's... Because I really think I'm probably dead here anyway, so I'm going to do double and Molten Giant. If I live through this, I can beat him. But if he has what he needs to kill me now... then that's GG. And now I am seriously regretting not killing that fucking gnome. He's been the bane of my existence. He has helped so much. Does he have what he needs to win? Is he going to be able to pull it out? I don't know. If he did, he would have done it already. Just Fireball and then to the face. I think I might have him. Or he's gone AFK for a sandwich. All of these are possible. Or he's sandbagging. In which case... don't do that. It's just not very nice. Oh, he's got a Tazdingo. That doesn't matter, I don't think. Actually, yeah, it does. It matters a lot. Uh-oh. If I need another Bane of Doom, and then I can beat him. No, I can't. I'm 2 health short of that. Damn it. This is dicey. Twisting Nether. Okay. Alright. Best bet here would be to kill his Tastingo, hit him in the face for 3, then Twisting Nether and wipe the board. Yeah. I don't see any other way out of this. Can't risk Doomsayer. I can't risk leaving this on the board. So I think we've got to wipe it, which means losing my Molten Giant, which absolutely sucks, but... Alright, so we kill that. And we go for the face, and then Twisting Nether. Alright, so that evens things up a little bit. And everyone's gone. So, 11 health versus 10 health. 2 card advantage, but cards that are probably terrible. I do have a Big Game Hunter, which is nice. If he drops anything scary... That's not quite scary. He's playing a full-on spell power deck. Which I've actually played that deck before. It's pretty infuriating. And Sea Giant, that's not what I was looking for. And I think we're dead. Is that? I need to pull another Twisting Nether. And then I'd be okay. But if I life tap now, I think I lose anyway, don't I? If I life tap now and I do not get a card I need, then I am basically dead. If I drop everything I've got on the board, which would be... I mean, I could put Doomsayer down to play for time, but it'll probably just go for the face anyway. Do I drop Doomsayer and play for time? It'll leave me with 1 health. 1 health. I think we play for time. Oh, this is... Doomsayer. Play for time. Play for time. And... What the... Oh, I broke it. And hope that he doesn't have a spell. Or a buff. Well, I called that game way too early, didn't I? Going for the face, and does he have a spell? Oh! Okay, RNG, don't fail me. No! Oh, it didn't matter anyway. He was gonna Fire Blast me. Oh, that was just cruel! That was cruel! Well, at least it was better than the Hunter game. Let's try and get a win with this thing. Damn. I had 3 giants on the board and still lost. Flame Strike's pretty good. So is... that is what annoys me most. If I had killed that sodding gnome instead of going for the face, he wouldn't have had the spell power to be able to throw down that Arcane Explosion which wiped my board. That is galling. That's absolutely galling. You wouldn't have thought it would be that important, but it's really my fault for not figuring out what that deck was sooner. It was... I wouldn't call it... It certainly wasn't obvious what the deck was, but... It wasn't... You know, it kind of made sense after a while. It's like, that's a lot of spell power. Not a brilliant opening hand. Looking for the crab. Not getting it. No crab. Disappointing. Alright. Let's try again. We're gonna make it work. Somehow. Okay, so the safer thing to do for turn 2 would probably be to play the South Sea Captain. Secret coming out. What is it? Hard to know. Let's just coin Pit Lord instead. Could be a snipe, in which case it takes out the South Sea deckhand. If it's an explosive shot that weakens it a lot, I think just dropping the Pit Lord makes more sense. And it's going steady shot, so he doesn't actually have a play, which is good. So yeah, the Pit Lord is going to be good here. Alright. Pit Lord it will be. I don't know if the Pit Lord is ever really good, and that's an explosive trap, most likely. Which is fine. Pit Lord doesn't care about that. And then we're sitting on... We could go double Captain's Parrot. Which would actually only draw... Oh, is that it? Whoa. Okay. If that's a freezing trap, I'm actually going to be in big trouble. If that's a freezing trap, that's actually terrible. Pit Lord is one of the, if not the worst creature to have frozen and sent back to your hand. Alright, let's determine. So, we know the first one is probably an explosive trap. Let's find out if it's a snipe. It's not a snipe. Very likely a freezing trap. Alright then. Okay. That's how we're going to play it. We're not going to attack. And we're going to at least Faceless Manipulator. And we can hopefully use that. I don't know if that's also an explosive trap and the 1/1's not going to make it through. And probably, I don't think it would trigger the freezing trap as a direct result of that. Because I'm pretty sure the explosive trap triggers... Oh no, it's Krendor's trap deck. Oh god. And then I just end up losing to shots, which is even worse. Oh my god. Alright. So that's the explosive trap. No, it's misdirection. Okay, which is going to hit me, which is actually quite good. Does it trigger a freezing trap as well? Aha! That did not go well for him. Alright, that's actually brilliant. That could not have gone better. Okay, so we could clone the 5/6, but it makes no sense because I can drop a Mountain Giant and the other Parrot. But let's hit first because that's probably the explosive trap. Oh, it's a snake trap. Okay. So now we drop the Mountain Giant. There we go. Oh, it's a snipe. Never mind. Sorry, I got mixed up between them. That's still an 8/4. I'm not too worried about that. And do we drop the other Parrot? Well, might as well. Why not? Alright, that's a pretty strong board. That I can work with. And then we can go Faceless Manipulator if we want. We'll see. It's a pretty good board. It's getting very confused by that trap deck, though. I was almost certain one of those... I mean, of course it wouldn't be an explosive trap. What am I thinking? Actually, no. It wouldn't have triggered with the freezing trap. I don't know. I don't know! Multi-shot coming out. Takes out the Parrot. I'm not too upset by that. That I can handle. I'd much rather hit the Parrot than those two. Weaken them even further. Alright, you've got 2 mana. Are you going to drop another secret? No, you are not. Okay, cool. So now we can actually begin the damage. And we shall... I don't really want to Faceless Manipulate something that has that little health. So we're going to drop another Giant. There we go. Yeah, I think that was a decent place to put it. And I think we put the Llama Bot on the end. And then we hit him for 1 billion points. There we go. I was just thinking about explosive shot positioning, but I think that's, yeah. Explosive shot positioning is fine. The worst that would happen is I lose that Giant there and the Pit Lord goes down to 1. Yeah, so there's no real harm there. Alright, Scavenging Hyena. This is where Unleash the Hounds comes out. Yep. And he kills off most likely my 8/4. Gets a big hyena and then dies anyway. Unless he has... What else could he possibly have to stop me here? Not much. Bunch of taunts, maybe? Huh? No? No? Yeah, I mean, that keeps him alive. Okay. Alright. That was slightly confusing. Alright, let's see what he pulls. I also have my Bane of Doom. What are we getting? South Sea Captain. Alright. Fair enough. I think we drop another Giant, and we Bane of Doom. That sounds like the way to go. And then we trade our Giant for the 8/5. Simple as that, and we get our... Now, I'm a moron. Never mind. I actually can't do that. But I can drop another South Sea Captain. Get a 4/4. And then trade that Giant out. So, got plenty more where they came from. I was 1 mana short of what I wanted to do. I thought I was on 8. I was actually on 7. I was hoping for Bane of Doom to kill the dog off and just get a free demon. But, no. It was not to be. Oh, here we go again. Here's where the secrets come into play. Let's see what else he's got. Tundra Rhino. And no beast to play with it. Alright, well that's not too bad. And I have Faceless Manipulator. Which is nice. So that's another giant. But I think he's dead anyway, so... I don't know, if that's a misdirection, he might not be. My 4-4 could theoretically go into my other 4-4. Which would absolutely suck. But we definitely have to fight with the 4-4 first. Trying to think, is there any other way I can actually kill him? Probably just get another giant out. There we go. And just play the Murloc War Leader just so there's more targets. Because what I don't want is this 4-4 to get misdirected into the other 4-4. Oh, it's an explosive trap. Well, okay. Well, what was the point in that? You're dead anyway. GG. Some people just like to play it out to the end, I suppose. Personally, I don't see the point in wasting the time. Alright, we got a star out of it. That means it's viable, right? That's how it works? Yes? Yes? Absolutely. That's what I'm being told here. By my sponsors. No, I don't think this deck is viable in any way. It's actually awful. It has, what? It's got 4 spell cards in it, and the rest are minions. And all fairly terrible in their own way. I know, it's nice to get those 4-4 for 3s, those are okay, but you need to have them both. Admittedly, it's actually quite likely that you'll get that many, so that's not too bad. Well, these are not going to help. Let's not do that. Let's toss all of them. I don't know, holding up the Sea Giant might not have been the worst idea ever. Aha, the Hungry Crab makes its appearance. Let's see if we get one of those Paladin Murloc decks. I'm not going to drop the Crab just on the off chance that it will be a Paladin Murloc deck. I've seen a few of those. They are real. Those are real things. The Hungry Crab value at this level can be quite high. Murloc decks are fairly popular down here. So you never know. That might be your best purchase ever. Not how I would have used the coin. I suppose it does. Okay, here, have my Hungry Crab, which will trade nicely with that 1-1. Alright. And then, hopefully he doesn't play anything. I can drop the Alarma Bot and get a free Pit Lord or a Giant. That would be nice. Direwolf Alpha. Well, that works. He's gone for the face. Alright then. Let's see. Well, I could maybe risk the Alarma Bot here. Might be worth it. So let's trade the Crab out and play the Alarma Bot and hope he doesn't have a response to that. He's already burned his coin. For some reason. Let's see. Does he have something like an archer? Or a rifleman? Or a boar? Or anything with charge? Which would be what? A boar and... what else at that mana? Ah! It looks like I'm getting away with it. That's always nice. Let's see if we get the Giant or the Pit Lord. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe he's got an Elven Archer sitting in there somewhere. Alright, here we go. What are we getting? Giant or Pit Lord? Giant or Pit Lord? Please Pit Lord, actually. Giant, alright. I'm okay with that. That's good too. And we're sitting on Bane of Doom, which is quite wonderful. And a Blood Knight. Brilliant. Oh, brilliant. Alright, now I think we drop the Pit Lord. And Bane of Doom is going to be the target. Yeah, I'm going to hit the Direwolf with it, I think. That's going to be the next play. Unless he plays something with a Divine Shield. In which case, Blood Knight might be deployed. Alright, well, that's a pretty decent start. 1-1 coming out, that is probably a Noble Sacrifice. So, which will be a bit lousy if it is. Because that's going to absorb either the 5-6 or the 8-8, neither of which is ideal. And he does not have any kind of... well, he might have a Blessing of Might. Alright, Bane of Doom time. I'm still losing, by the way. I just want to point this out. This is the start I got, and I'm still almost down to half health, so... Pit Lord, yeah. There's a reason why Pit Lords are maybe not incredible. By which I mean just awful. The 5 damage is too much. That's 1/6 of your health. It's far too much. You can't justify playing it. Maybe if it was 3 mana, maybe, but... and a 5/6 for 4 sounds great until you realize that half your health just disappeared. Ugh. It's by that point, especially against a deck like this, you're already under pressure, and then it's like half the game you can't use it because your health is too low. Alright, well, I think the Bane of Doom is still going to continue here. We'll take the 2-2 out. And then we'll throw the 5-6 into that noble sacrifice. And then we'll go for the face with the 8-8. That should do the job. Anytime now. You wanna maybe... No. Alright. I think he might have just given up. Okay. Good. Yes, please continue with that. He's... Look, what's with this? Release version, indeed. Alright. I hoped for a better demon, I'm gonna be honest, but never mind. It's not a... It's an... eye for an eye. Why? Alright. Alright then. Well, it's a good job I didn't go with the 8-8, isn't it? But that Pit Lord has now done 10 damage to me. That Pit Lord is a bit of a traitor. I'm gonna be honest. He has done more damage to me... Well, that's not very nice. That Pit Lord has done more damage to me, on its own, than the Paladin has. That's terrible. Holy light. Okay. Alright then. It is definitely a thing. Well, my giant is gonna be knocking these 1-1s over till the end of time by the looks of it. Don't have much more use for him. Murloc... Ooh, double Murloc War Leader combo, ladies and gentlemen. The synergy is real. Aha! 2 5-4s. Can't complain about that. There we go. This is where he drops a bunch of bluegills and I cry. He just kills me. Could he? Ah, he's got himself a Pit Lord. No, he wouldn't have enough mana for enough bluegills to kill me. So what, 3 bluegills on... They would be all 6 each. Yeah, that would get me down to 2. Alright. So, we have a Pit Lord there. That needs to be dealt with. I'll probably use my Pit Lord to kill that Pit Lord. That sounds like a good idea. Yep, so... There we go. Oh, well, that doesn't actually kill it, strangely enough, but then we'll use this. Why not? Might as well use it for something. So, Hungry... So, you know what the weird thing is? The Hungry Crab is better value here. I kid you not. The Hungry Crab gains +2/+2, whereas the Murloc War Leaders only gain +1/+1. Ergo, it is logical to eat this Murloc. Because you get slightly more value out of it. Tap. Bane of Doom. Sweet, I might use that on that. Alarmabot. Alright, I think we're in a pretty good spot. Which could be easily ruined by double spell power consecration. Not that it is even possible for him to do that. It would be if he hadn't used his coin to summon a recruit. Or named himself after an Apple editing program. That probably doesn't help either. Well, he's not in a brilliant position. He did just kill half my stuff, though, and I don't like him for that. He's also that's gonna pull a Blood Knight, isn't it? Iron Fur Grizzly. Alright. Well, he's not dead yet. Not a brilliant play. Alright then. Bane of Doom is available. Do I want to use it? Do I want to kill my crab? And replace it with something that is probably better? Maybe. If only I had spell power, and then this would be useful. Well, let's... I think I can tap... Oh, you see, now this is not helpful. It actually, strangely enough, is helpful. I was about to say, that's not helpful at all. But it is with double Alarmabot. Then it's certainly helpful. There we go. So, we are now likely to pull ourselves a Pit Lord without the health problems. That's going to be great. Alright, let's see what he's got. Can he survive? I have a... I wouldn't call it a strong board. It's an okay board. Hammer of Wrath. Which is going to hit... Please don't... Hang on, no, he can't kill me with 4 mana, surely. No. Hammer of Wrath. Okay, that's not going to help him much either then. Well, he does get me down to 5, which... Alright, Alarmabot. Pit Lord. There we go. And another Alarmabot. Yeah, that happens. Alright, Mountain Giant is my... It's not my only play, but it's close enough. You know what would be cool? Hungry Crab, Bane of Doom, possible charge minion, kill. Almost. Almost. But I'll take the 3-5 taunt at this point, just in case he breaks out like 2 Wolf Riders and kills me immediately. Alright. Well, I don't know. He could pull an Avenging Wrath. He's used both of his Hammers of Wrath, so he's not going to be pulling that. He could pull out whatever that nonsense thing. Is it Holy Wrath? No. No, 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 no. Oh. That was close. Please no Consecrate. Ooh. If that's an eye for an eye, that better not. No. No. That is not his second eye for an eye. That is not, no. I refuse to believe. There's no way. There is no way that is his second eye for an eye. Am I gonna hate you? Is this how it's gonna be? God damn it! Ugh! Who puts that in their dick? Who does that? What were the chances? Oh my. The All Epics deck, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Oh. Huh. Huh. That's a thing that happened.